Proper structure equals proper function. A healthy spine equals healthy you. These are different ways to conceptualize in your brain the things we're teaching, because I want you to remember it. I want it to be seared into your mind that your posture is directly related to your overall health. It's what my grandmother knew that my grandfather didn't know. Yes, she ate right. Yes, she exercised. And yes, you need to do those things too. And we have videos about that. But none of that matters if you don't have good brain-body connection. It is the most commonly overlooked health challenge facing people today. It really is. Look at the posture in people nowadays on a computer, on their smartphone with their head down. The way the brain and the spinal cord work actually is they travel from the brain down the spinal cord and the neck where your brain stem sits. Your brain stem, which if you get a chance to touch it, two fingers right behind you, don't push too hard. That's actually the area that is the conductor in an orchestra. So in the last video when we talked about food you eat, when you eat that peanut butter and jelly sandwich and 4 organs and 3 glands break that food down and turn it into living, breathing skin, hair, and nails, it's controlled in your neck, which is why posture is so important. So what does normal posture look like? In normal posture, when you look at someone from the side, the ears should be over the shoulders, shoulders over the hip, hip over the knees, and over the ankles. It's what we're going for when you're in the office getting adjusted, normal postural alignment. When we have normal postural alignment, we have good brain-body connection, and therefore your body and your brainstem and your spinal cord begin to approach 100% function, right? Because when we know your spinal cord and your brainstem and the nervous system is working properly, then that's the foundation for everything else we're going to teach you. Now, we can see it from a postural perspective, that's normal alignment, but you can also see it on x-rays from a structural perspective, and we've already shown those to you. So the spine can either misalign globally, like in posture, you see that in nursing home posture, or it can misalign segmentally, where each of the segments move independently, therefore putting pressure on that nervous system. Think of it this way. The energy from your brain is trying to get down through your brainstem into your organs. When your head goes forward, the spinal cord actually has to stretch into form to fit within that normal structure. And research studies all the way back to the Windsor autopsy studies in 1921 show that that stretching of the spinal cord from abnormal posture slows down the speed or velocity of the energy from the brain to the organs by 20 or 30%. If those organs get 20 or 30% less energy from the brain and they stay that way over time, are the cells of those organs going to divide normally or abnormally? If you said abnormally, you're right, because with less information creates a change in cellular division, and abnormal cell division is called cancer. Now, am I saying that abnormal posture and misalignments of the spine cause cancer? I'm saying they cause dis-ease in the body, and they change the way the body adapts to stress. So when you're talking about this, people say, well, how do I get misalignments? Let's first clarify the clinical term. The clinical term for a spinal misalignment is called a subluxation, not a submarine. You go, that crazy chiropractor said I got a submarine in my neck. Subluxation, look it up. It is the clinical term to describe the misalignment of a vertebra that puts pressure on the nerve and slows down the mental impulse from the brain to the tissue cells, therefore causing a disease state, therefore causing the cellular division to be abnormal and the function to be abnormal. Now, if you've been in the office, which you have, we talk about that in terms of stresses, some that are sudden, some that are over time. A sudden stress, a macro trauma, is like falling down the stairs or getting hit by a bus. They will certainly misalign your spine and cause damage over time. Micro traumas are the ones that I see cause challenges slowly over time. For example, being on a computer 8 or 12 hours a day, slowly changing your posture. And the challenge is that spinal cord and brainstem that fit within the spinal column, remember that job is to surround and protect it. As that column transitions forward, the spinal cord is forced to stretch within that column. And that, based on research, Medical Journal Spine from 2004, slows down the velocity of energy from the brain to the organs by like 30%. So if the organs get 30% less energy from those subluxations or misalignments, the organs have no choice but to over time function abnormally, which causes problems in the human body. That's the decrease in function that we're talking about. So pain may have brought you in, the numbness and tingling in your hands, but we can fix that. But my larger concern is that the nerves that go down your arm are the same nerves going to your heart. That's why someone who has a heart attack feels it in their arm first. So if your hand's going numb, the nerves go into your heart and your lungs are being affected as well. So we have to fix the misalignments, not just to get you out of the pain, but to change and transform your health for the long run. And that's what my grandmother knew that my grandfather didn't know. He went to the chiropractor when his neck hurt. He got 1 or 2 adjustments. He was out of there because his neck felt better. My grandmother understood correcting her posture, watching what she ate, long-term health, building function. Hopefully this all makes sense, you guys, because it's what we're trying to get you to really wrap your mind around for the health of yourself and for your future. Brain-body connection, misalignment. So when you're in the office, we are fixing the individual misalignments so we get a brain-body connection, and then you're doing the exercises at home too to fix the global postural change. So in the end, we've improved the function of your body, improved the quality of your health, improved your brain-body connection, and then we can add the ancillary things like eating right and nutrition and exercise, which we're going to get into. Now, in the next, and this is something I want to leave you with in this video as we transition to the next video. In the next video, we're going to talk about something that is really going to blow your mind, and that is your body's ability to heal, function, and operate is smarter than you've been led to believe. For example, I'm going to leave you with this thought. For example, if everyone on this video knows who Christopher Reeve was. Christopher Reeve was the guy who played Superman when I was a child, and he fell off of a horse and he broke the top bone in his neck. Now, earlier in this video, I talked about that brainstem area being the conductor in an orchestra. When he broke that bone, he only moved it 1 centimeter, which is the size of my pinky from the side. Now, if you read the research on him, it paralyzed him. His legs didn't work, but it goes beyond that. His heart didn't work. He was on a defibrillator. His lungs didn't work. He was on a respirator, all because of a 1 centimeter misalignment up in here. So when we're talking about correcting your posture and changing your health, the most important area we can affect is the area of the brainstem, because Christopher Reeve was hurt here, but what did it affect? Everything. And so that intelligence in your body that's running your organs is called innate intelligence. And when we get into the next video, we want to talk about innate intelligence, because you need to get this. The more you understand about chiropractic, the better results you're going to get. When you're in the office and you hear people say, oh my gosh, I got adjusted and I no longer have to catheter myself, you're thinking, I came in for low back pain. What does it have to do with, my ability to control my bladder? So if you want to really get some great information in here, how those life changes occur, in the next video we're going to get into that. I hope you find this information valuable. Hope it changes your life the way it changed mine. And I hope you're so passionate about it that you're willing to share it with others, because together we can make a difference in our community. God bless you guys, and thanks for listening to this video. I'll see you in the next one.